Now at 6, investigators identify a suspect in a Webb City homicide case. Plus, the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office stresses the importance of gun safety and a new age restriction for the purchase of tobacco products in Kansas.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Webb City police have identified the suspect in a weekend homicide investigation. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. That suspect is 51-year-old Nicholas Berry of Branson, Missouri. Police are still searching for Berry. They say he should be considered armed and dangerous. Authorities say on Sunday they were called to a Webb City home about a disturbance. When they got there, they found 39-year-old Maria Whitaker of Joplin unresponsive. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. Court documents say Berry stabbed Whitaker over an argument about money. A survey by the Kaiser Family Foundation found guns are often stored in an unsafe way at home. KOAM's Yana Hautala talked with a local sheriff and a shooting range about how to properly store your firearms.
A Kaiser Family Foundation survey found that 3 in 4 adult gun owners have a gun either unlocked, loaded, or kept with ammunition in their home. Cherokee County Sheriff David Crowe says they respond to a few incidents a year where a child has gotten hold of a gun.
Kids are curious, and so when they come across guns, they may see on TV or video games and think that they're a toy and not understand the seriousness of playing with a gun. And so should they get a hold of a gun, if it's properly locked, then they shouldn't be able to have an accidental discharge.
The Sheriff's Office partners with Project Child Safe, an education program which provides free gun locks. Joplin Center Fire also provides gun locks free of charge. John Pierce is the Chief Range Safety Officer. He tells people once you have a gun, you must be conscious about safety and look for a trigger lock and safe.
I have grandchildren and I don't want my grandchildren accessing those. We also we've taught our kids and we've taught our grandchildren how to handle firearms, but we're always with them when we do that.
Liam Gomez has owned a gun for 6 years and keeps it locked up in a closet.
Of course, we always have to make sure it's not loaded. There's no ammunition in it, not in the magazines, not in the chamber. I usually like to keep my bolt rack back and locked like that. And I'll keep it in a case where only I can open it.
Keeping it safe from anyone unless they know how to get in the case. Yana Hautala, KOAM News.
If you're interested in getting a free gun lock, you can find out how to get one through Project Child Safe. You'll find more information on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. The Carl Junction Police Department is reminding its citizens about the potential dangers of driving golf carts on the streets without the proper license or safety measures. City police say they see residents using these carts to go to the grocery store, community events, or just to visit neighbors. However, driving a golf cart on the streets can be dangerous if the proper precautions are not taken, they say. The Carl Junction Police Department has issued a warning to citizens urging them to obtain the proper license to operate golf carts on the streets.
Some parents also don't understand that if it is found that they were allowing their child to drive a golf cart illegally, then they can be cited for allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. So this is something that's been enough of a concern that we put a Facebook post out to make sure that the citizens of Carl Junction are aware of the situation.
The officer says the number one thing residents need to remember is to pay attention while driving. Police say last year there were several wrecks involving golf carts. One involved a golf cart that flipped. In another case, police say the driver was drunk and fell from the cart. Kansas U.S. Senator Jerry Moran today stopped by the National Safety Apparel facility in Baxter Springs for a tour and to talk to local Kansans. Moran spoke with residents about what jobs are available as well as what jobs are needed in Southeast Kansas. National Safety Apparel makes different types of clothing for the post office workers. It includes industrial clothing such as jackets, helmets, and gloves. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly has signed a bill that will require Kansans to be 21 or older to legally buy tobacco products. It takes effect on July 1st. The current age to buy cigarettes, electronic cigarettes, and tobacco products is 18 in Kansas. The bill received bipartisan support in the legislature last month. The federal government raised its minimum age to buy tobacco products to 21 in 2019. And Kansas could have lost federal funds for substance abuse programs if it did not pass this bill. Kansas joins 41 other states that have increased the age to 21. Boy, another beautiful spring day out there. Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, it turned out to be a fantastic day for us today. We've had a nice stretch, about 5 or 6 days that we've had pretty good weather. We hit 77 for a high. Started at 50. We should be topping out right around 70, so we're a little bit above where we should be for this time of the year. But clear skies, nothing going on here. In fact, the entire Central Plains looking pretty good, so we're going to have another pretty good day once we hit Thursday for you tomorrow. 76 Nevada, 77 Oswego. Most of us into the mid 70s. We can go outside, clear skies for you right now. Sitting at 76. As we go through the evening, we'll drop back through the 60s, eventually into the 50s once again later on tonight. A little breezy. We've had the south winds, kind of 10 to 20 for us today. These are going to calm down a bit as we go through the overnight hours. Fantastic temperatures sticking around. Tracking a system for Friday, possible severe threat, cooling down for the weekend. We'll have all those details here in a bit.
See you soon. Some students in Wynne, Arkansas returned to school after nearly 2 weeks off. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders was there to welcome them after an EF3 tornado devastated that town on March 31st. At least 4 people died. Dozens more were injured in Wynne. The students were all getting free breakfasts and lunches regardless of eligibility. Governor Sanders has a lot of praise for the community.
Could not tell you how unbelievably proud and what an amazing effort it has been for this community to pull together to be able to do what they're doing here this morning, and that's to get those kids back in the classroom. It is truly a heroic effort by all of these people standing behind me.
One group of students not back in class yet is high schoolers. Their school was too damaged by the storm for them to return. They're going to be going to a local community college for classes later this week. Pitt State construction students got a chance to meet with businesses from all across the country. The university today hosted its Construction Expo. Officials say it featured more than 100 vendors. About 800 people attended. Students got to test the latest industry equipment and meet with businesses about potential job opportunities.
Really, I hope they take away the networking opportunity that is not seen at any other university across the nation. You can go ask all the other vendors here. They don't do this anywhere else. This is their second biggest show outside of a World of Concrete, which is held in Las Vegas.
The Construction Expo started in 2013 with only one company. Coming up, new honorees at the Lowell Milken Center for Unsung Heroes in Fort Scott. Plus, how some kids in southeast Kansas are learning about their health. The Lowell Milken Center for Unsung Heroes today honored 2 Native Americans. The center in Fort Scott honored the great Onondaga Chief Hiawatha, you can see in this painting. The center also honored Olympian Billy Mills here. The event included a reception and discussion with him. Mills was the Olympic gold medal winner of the 10,000 meter race at the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. Some local 5th and 6th graders today participated in a cardiovascular screening program at Barton County Cox Hospital. It's for the health program Cardiac Kids. Cardiac, in this case, stands for Coronary Artery Risk Detection in Area Children. It's a cholesterol screening program that identifies Berry and Lawrence County 5th and 6th grade students at risk for heart disease and diabetes.
With Committed to Kids, we really want to help get our kids moving, get them active, help them to learn about improving their nutrition, and also help them with improving their mental health and increasing self-esteem.
The program began in 2003. Cox Health says during the 2021-2022 school year, 43% of students were overweight or at risk for becoming overweight, according to Body Mass Index. 2 elementary schools met today in Carthage to host a lunch with a loved one event. Family members and friends gathered at Columbian and Steadley Elementaries to enjoy some lunch. Officials with the school district say the event gives family members and friends the chance to enjoy time with their loved one at school in a social environment.
Enjoy coming to Columbian, sitting with the kids, learning about them, parents that can't make it, all of the little stories that they have to tell us. It's just fun to be here and see their excitement, knowing somebody is coming to be with them.
Close to 100 kindergartners participated. A little bit later, we're going to hear from the Missouri Southern Lions baseball team on their hot offense.
Plus, our temperatures are going to stay warm, but tracking a storm system. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it definitely turned out to be a nice Wednesday for us today. It is Wednesday, right? Yeah, nice Wednesday for us today. Quite a bit of sunshine. Temperature is great once again, and you can see we have clear skies out there right now. Nice shot. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort Indigo just outside of Seneca, Missouri. Look at our temps. Everybody mid to upper 70s, 75 in Lamar, 76 in Neosho, 78 in Bonita. Neodesha sitting at 78. Looks great. Here's 7th in Rangeline. Currently sitting at 76 degrees. Southerly winds at about 10. Humidity is at 32%. And if we look at the winds, a little bit on the breezy side for us today. We've had some winds gusting at times right around 20 miles per hour. And you just want to keep this in the back of your head because it is very low humidity out there. It's fairly dry. So anytime it gets breezy and it's dry, you really don't want to do any burning. And it's going to stay breezy once again for us tomorrow. They back down a little bit tonight, kick up a little bit for us tomorrow. And then on Friday, we're going to have winds gusting 25 upwards to 30 miles per hour at times. Through the evening, sliding back through the 70s, 60s, down into lower 50s once again later on tonight, but nothing going on here. Clear skies. If we track south, you can see this spin, area of low pressure. It's just hanging out along the Gulf Coast, but this moisture is going to head back toward us as we go through the next 36 hours and combine with this storm system that is developing out across the Pacific Northwest, and that will give us at least chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms. Nothing tonight. 51 Nevada, 53 Miami, 53 in Chanute, Bentonville down to about 50. You can see these mid and upper level clouds streaming in tomorrow due to that low to our south. By noon, we should be in the lower 70s and then top out into the upper 70s across the board. Once again, very similar to what we did see today. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy skies, not as chilly, mid to upper 50s, 4 lows. And then on Friday, kind of in and out of the clouds. Most of the day is going to be dry, upper 70s to near 80 degrees. But what we got to watch for is Friday evening. Out toward Wichita, scattered showers and thunderstorms will develop. And these are going to be scattered, not a line, but some of those will be strong to severe. If they can develop a little farther south, we'll most likely get some of these storms in here on the Kansas and the Oklahoma side, but that's a big if because I think most of the storms are going to stay to our north, but something that we would definitely want to keep our eyes on. I do think we'll get some scattered showers and a few scattered thunderstorms as the actual cold front pushes through on Saturday morning. All right, day planner tomorrow. Look at this. Right back up, mid to upper 70s. Moving to Friday, we do have that low severe threat, mainly our western counties. Timing on this, kind of 4 p.m. to about 2 a.m., but I'm going to keep all the threats on the low side as we go into late Friday and Friday night. 78 tomorrow, 79 on Friday. Some scattered morning showers and thunderstorms on Saturday, but Saturday afternoon looks fine. It's going to be a little bit cooler over the weekend, but Sunday is going to be the better of the 2 days. Back into the 70s, thunderstorm chances again Tuesday and Wednesday, possibly a severe threat, and another severe threat Thursday and Friday. So an active week for us next week.
At least between the active events, some great opportunities to get outside.
Pretty good weather.
Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, the St. Louis Cardinals aim to take this series from the Colorado Rockies this afternoon, and a high-powered offense leads Missouri Southern to their 4th 30-win season in the last 8 years. Jacob Leonard has that story and more up next.
The Missouri Southern Lions have been one of the best baseball teams in the country this season. Right now, the Lions are 30-10 overall, ranked 17th in the nation. Now, there are a lot of reasons for their success this spring, but no doubt one of their biggest is their ability to hit the long ball. The Missouri Southern Lions have already hit the 30-win mark this season.
Playing pretty good right now. I feel like we're pretty consistent. We've been pretty consistent all year. I think our guys are confident. I think our guys believe in each other, and so I feel like we're in a good spot, but there's other teams that are also in a good spot.
The Lions' high-powered offense has been the catalyst for the team this spring. They lead the MIAA in hits and runs and also have a conference-best 83 home runs.
Right now we're just super confident. We trust everybody in the lineup, and if one guy's not doing it that day, the next guy usually is. So we're at a good spot to be, and just playing with confidence and trust.
Senior Matt Miller leads the MIAA individually with 15 home runs. Earlier this season, the Aurora, Missouri kid became the program's all-time home run leader with 50 and counting.
It means a lot. You grow up around here, you see everybody doing all the great things around Joplin, the Southwest area, and just to be kind of put my name in that record, I guess, that record books, is pretty special to me.
I've seen some of the hardest hit baseballs from Matt Miller.
Just try to hit the ball hard, and good things will happen for me.
That's the one thing he can do. He can slug the ball, and sometimes if he struggles, you keep him in there because he has a chance to hit a home run, and he's done that, basically throughout his whole career. But, Matt's developed into a consistent hitter.
Missouri Southern has 9 MIAA games remaining. Heading into this weekend's series against Newman, they're 18-6 in the league, just 1 game back of first place.
Baseball is all about getting hot at the right time, right? So we just got to hang in there, and hopefully at the end of the year, everybody's confident, and we're having fun, we're trusting each other. I think that's all we really need to do.
Everybody's going to give us our best shot, and as long as we stay focused and can keep competing like we have been, I think we'll be all right.
Missouri Southern's 83 home runs is 19 more than the team with the second most in the conference. The Lions open their weekend series against Newman on Friday night at 6 p.m. Now to the majors, third and final game of the series tonight between the Cardinals and the Rockies. Cardinals win this one 7-4 to take 2 out of 3 from Colorado. Tyler O'Neill goes 2 for 4 for St. Louis with a home run. Nolan Arenado and Nolan Gorman also go deep in this one for the Cardinals. The Kansas City Royals also in action tonight. They face the Texas Rangers in their series finale. The Royals try to avoid the sweep tonight after dropping their first 2 games of the series. That begins at 7:05. We'll have the latest from the game right here tonight at 10. Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder are still alive in the NBA playoffs. OKC hits the floor tonight against the New Orleans Pelicans in a Western Conference play-in game. The winner of this one moves on to face the Minnesota Timberwolves on Friday night. Pelicans, by the way, are 5.5-point favorites on their home floor tonight. Tip-off for that game is set for 8:30. That's a look at sports. We're back with more news right after this.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. The Spiva Center for the Arts hosts an exhibit focused on the iconic parts of the city of Joplin. Plus, how the Biden administration is fighting a federal judge's ruling to ban the sale of an abortion pill. Those stories and a lot more. It's coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. You've been on kind of a roll weather-wise. Another nice one out there, Doug.
Yeah, we've had a pretty good stretch of very nice temperatures, sunshine. We're going to do it again tomorrow. A little bit warmer and also a few more clouds, but still a great Thursday. Friday overall looks great. We're going to be tracking some scattered evening and overnight thunderstorms. A little bit cooler for the weekend.
Final sports notes.
We told you Missouri Southern Baseball leads the MIAA with 83 home runs. They have 4 guys who have 10 or more home runs this season, so it truly has been different guys at different times for the Lions.
That's always helpful in baseball. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here at 10. Let's make it a great evening.